have appreciated him keeping it a buck, because it wouldn't have been odd for him to be in that mix, because that was the mindset at that time.
That was the mix.
That was the mix. And then now the mix has shifted, we'd like to think, enough for him to say, I was wrong then, that was wrong then, and this is how we should be doing it now. I would have felt way better about it if he would have just done that.
Yeah.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Around the Association. Charlamagne the God, one of the hosts of the popular radio show The Breakfast Club on 105.1 in New York City, has a number of different shows now, and on his show most recently, Hell of a Week, he touched on a topic that has been buzzing around as far as Jerry Jones and the photo. And being that Charlamagne the God is a known huge Dallas Cowboys fan, I just wanted to see what his take was, and this is what Charlamagne had to say.
Recently, a photo of Dallas Cowboy owner Jerry Jones resurfaced of him as a 14-year-old high school student back in 1957. But this wasn't no Happy Days picture of him at the sock hop. Now, his ass was spotted in the back of an angry mob that was trying to block black kids from going to their school. Now, Jerry says he was just a curious spectator who happened to be there. However, others are calling for a flag on the play, okay? I am a Cowboys fan, but I'm not about to defend this white man, all right? Because he's gonna be fine, all right? It doesn't benefit any black person to defend this, and it's really no defense to be had, just a conversation. So panel, are we buying that a 14-year-old kid could have just been curious?
Now, before we go any further, I like what Charlamagne the God actually said there. I liked how Charlamagne pointed out the fact that, okay, this wasn't just an innocent picture, because I've seen people say that online, and some people even in the comments, like, hey, he wasn't up front, he didn't know, but I was always taught, you actually face your opposition and you roll with your tribe. And that looks like exactly what Jerry Jones was doing. He was rolling with his tribe. Now, more importantly, the point I take from that is, you can have any opinion you want. You can say, hey, you can't draw nothing from it. I can't tell nobody what to think. Obviously it is what it is. He was on the wrong side of history trying to block 6 black students. There's no way to see it no other way. But Charlamagne pointed out a great point, and I've since seen quite a few black men come out and defend Jerry, from Stephen A. Smith to Michael Irvin. I mean, there's certain times, and we all know, if our family is, even if our closest family, they've done something so wrong and so egregious, it ain't the time to comment. If I can't say nothing good, I'm just gonna not say nothing, because that's my family. I don't want to disparage them, but that was messed up. So Michael Irvin, I get it. You played for him. Who knows how Jerry Jones looked out for you as an individual, because we all know that you had some trials and tribulations. But that photo is that photo. And Michael Irvin even got out and said, he doesn't look like he's there for a fight. Look at his face. I'm like, that's reading a little bit too much into it. I think we can't assume he's on the wrong side. I can't see the man's heart. But to assume that he's not there for a fight, while being there trying to stop those that do not look like him from going to school and getting an education, there's no other way to see it but a fight. Now, Charlamagne actually had star actress Amanda Seales from the popular HBO show Insecure on his panel. And Amanda kind of said what a majority of us have been thinking. Check this out.
I just would have appreciated him keeping it a buck, because it wouldn't have been odd for him to be in that mix because that was the mindset at that time.
That was the mix.
That was the mix. And then now the mix has shifted, we'd like to think, enough for him to say, I was wrong then, that was wrong then, and this is how we should be doing it now. I would have felt way better about it if he would have just done that.
Yeah.
Very well said, sister. I couldn't have said that any better myself because guess what? I'm no longer ashamed of something I still don't participate in. You know what I'm saying? Like, have I done everything right? No. Have I learned? Have I fallen? Have I had to, have I hurt other people? Yes. At this point in life, though, I'm no longer on that type of time. So the fact that Jerry Jones gave such a non-remorseful answer when reporters asked him about it. He just kept alluding to how long ago it was and how he was just this curious kid, like almost to like we're supposed to feel sorry for him for even being in the photo. I'm like, you were there, you were there. I wish they had Instagram and somebody had pulled out and went live back then. I would have loved to see everything he did. But based on what we can see, you were on the wrong side of history, sir. And Amanda's right. Just own up to it. I mean, it's not a secret. I wonder, do sometimes some white people believe that we don't know anything about how racist America has been in the past? You know how we have evidence of that? It's because the institutions and how racist America still is. That's just keeping it a buck. Now, Amanda went on to say, get into, okay, that's fine. Jerry Jones, let's assume he was in the wrong. We know that. What is a good call to action? What would we like to see out of Jerry Jones? I mean, as African American community, we should be able to do it. The ADL in the Jewish community were able to do that when Kyrie Irving did something they felt was against their community. So before we continue to support, why wouldn't we put together, what we would like to see from Jerry Jones? And Amanda Seales laid out a very good plan. Take a listen to her here.
I mean, I think the call to action for Jerry Jones, well, first of all, Jerry Jones at that time may not have spent a lot of time with a lot of black people. And we know that he's spending a lot of time with a lot of black people at this point. So I think when we talk about the call to action, it speaks to what Representative Demings was saying. At the end of the day, you have a powerful platform, you have a lot of money, and there are a lot of places to put that money that advances black folks beyond the systemic racism that you were a part of when you were 14.
I like it. I mean, be honest with you, that's all you can do. You can't go relive the past. You can't go be on the right side of history. What you can do is use your platform, all the blessings that you've been afforded to help a community that you've seen with your own eyes be deprived of the very education and foundation that launched you to become a billionaire. How about that, Jerry Jones? Let me know what you guys think. Amanda Seales, she hit the nail on the head. Charlamagne actually had me rolling. He's like, yeah, I'm a Cowboy fan, but I'm not going to defend this white man. Stephen A. Smith might want to have a conversation with Charlamagne. Anyway, I'm out. Y'all have a good one.